guys, hello, Mary Tailbase, MicheleMarieDalene, and today I turned the computer's volume down at the end of the live stream, or at the end of the intro, because the computer apparently is picking up some interference from the Wi-Fi. And that is really kind of disturbing to listen to that. Of course, today is Sunday. It was supposed to snow. Well, guess what? It didn't snow. Well, guess what? It's not my season anyway. To answer Mr. Logan's question earlier, I saw in the replay of the chat when I was doing the video, Let's Go for a Walk. My season isn't until December 21st, 2018 again, so we'll have to wait until December 21st, 2018 before we do any demo. Just to let you know that. And I met a nice lady at McDonald's today. Her name was Tina, and she was really nice. We got into a nice conversation. We shared lunch together, and it was just a good night. And she seemed to be very knowledgeable and very kind. She was from Long Island, New York, incidentally. And it was just a great conversation. She even took me home after lunch because she was going to go back home to where she lives. Anyway, she lives in the around the Lakeville area, so she was nice enough to give me a ride home. And we're going to get started with the questions, and so we don't really have too much to discuss. And I did do some research into it. I mentioned about moisture in motherboards, and Big Clive has also covered this vaguely. And briefly, what it is yes, direct current appliances such as computer motherboards, especially the new ones where the traces are really close together, any moisture can settle between these two traces can actually start to corrode them. So a very humid day, of course, could put your computer at risk. That's all I can tell you right now. I don't really know if that affects everything, but that's what the general consensus is. And we're not talking about dumping cola on your motherboard, which Louis Rossman has done those kind of tests on his channel. And he's into board repair, Rossman computer repair. And he's trying to show you the kind of damage that can happen to motherboards if cola, coffee, even tap water, distilled water gets spilled on your motherboard. It's fantastic if you want to see computers corrode away and die. It's just tells me why I need to watch out for this mixer. Same thing, because it's got surface mount technologies inside, and it's really, really close together traces. So I don't want to see the same thing happen to the mixer. And I got a fame here, and what is it, fame? Yeah, the cat's here. Alright, so let's get over to the chat and get over to the phone. And so let's get that started right now. CP overlay, this top screen. So let's go to that. Alright, so now we're going to go over here to the screen. See? Yeah, I'm still playing. Yay, good. Okay, so we'll turn the phone back on and let's read the comments. The first one says MMD Archives, your new channel, pretty good. I like the format you use on it. Which channel is that one? This is the one I've always had. Yeah, it's always been the same. Obviously, getting an electrical thing wet is bad. Yeah, but we're talking about regular atmospheric humidity from summer weather. I'm not talking about pouring water on a circuit board. Okay, we got a call already. Go ahead, caller on the air.
Hi, this is Roger. I heard your ad on the radio.
Who?
This is Roger. I heard your ad on the radio.
Well, you're on YouTube live stream.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to call the Snow Queen Palace.
Well, that's what this is.
Okay, yeah, I heard your ad on the radio. So are you guys open 7 days a week? And how many cats do you currently have available for adoption?
I don't do any food deliveries at all. This is not a food site. This is
no, ma'am, I didn't say a food delivery. My cats.
I'm not taking cats. I already told everybody that. Please stop calling me about cats.
Well, your radio, your advertisement's playing. It says that it says the Snow Queen Palace Shelter for Stray Cats. You'll take a cat off the hands.
No, I'm not taking any cats.
You know, I literally just listened to it on the radio.
Well,
here
listen,
in Houston.
I'm going to say this one more time. I said I do not take any more cats, and I've already got 4 cats, and I'm not taking in a 5th. Sorry.
You know, I'm going to complain to your corporate because the way you're talking, miss, is not very customer service oriented.
Well,
okay,
first of all, I never
you
said
really need to work on that.
I never said to anybody that I was taking in pets in the first place. I don't even know.
I don't know if you're having a bad day and that's why you're doing this or whatever. Okay, but I know I got the number right because they read it off right there on the air and I wrote it down. So I know when I get a hold of your supervisor, I don't know what your name is, but I'm going to make sure you get fired.
For little animals, they take pets and they're in Litchfield. Also, the last post takes them as well, and they are in the Canaan area. I don't take pets. I'm sorry.
Miss, on the radio, it's
I don't have a radio advertising.
You said that's the Snow Queen Palace.
That's it. I'm done with you.
And now you're...
Okay, first of all, let's keep this, guys. I don't want to get... Oh, God. Yeah, I know. Can we stop with this stupid cat thing, please? And Bam, will you stop putting your paws in my face? Oh, or in my arm anyway. I fed you. I put food in your dish already. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, ah. This is the oldest cat I've got. This cat is 15 years old. He's been around a long time. Originally was Valerie Slammon's cat. When she passed away, before she passed away, she asked me to take him in, and I took him in because he gets along with everybody. And what? And put food in your dish. You ate it already. Go away, call your ear.
Yeah, I need to talk with the Snow Queen.
This is the Snow Queen. Go ahead.
Hi, yeah. My name's George.
Okay.
And I'm looking to schedule a drop-off for next week.
I'm not taking cats. I keep telling people that. I do not take...
Is this 860-738-8463?
Yes, but I'm not taking any pets.
Okay, I'm sorry. You guys just had an advertisement play on the radio a minute ago.
I did not even put an advertisement on the radio, because I'm not taking any pets. I did not put
Is this not the Snow Queen Palace?
I did not put
Shelter for Stray Cats?
Listen, no, this is not. And I just told you the answer. I did not put any ads out.
Okay, that's weird, because here in Houston, on the Phil and Brunch show, it literally just played like a minute ago, it played your ad.
I didn't even have an ad. I never put one out.
Okay, I'll call the radio company because I wrote down the number they put there and I just read it off to you. It says I got the right number.
Yeah, what station?
The Phil and Brent show on 95.4 in Houston.
I'm not in Houston. I'm in Connecticut.
Huh. Oh, that's strange.
Well, I didn't put any ads out, so...
Well, sorry to trouble you, ma'am. You have yourself a good one.
Yeah, you have a nice day, okay?
Okay,
and
you
I
too.
got one of my cats outside right now, I think, because he wants something. What do you want? Okay. So, please, whoever has been saying I'm taking in cats, please stop. I am not taking in any cats right now. Let me just go ahead and let him outside. Okay, come on, Fame. Probably wants to use the... Go out and poo. Probably. Come on. You're lightweight. So, where was I? You were talking about Tina. Yeah, I was talking about Tina before I got disrupted. And, well, unfortunately, somebody sent the ad to somebody. Thanks loads, guys, considering I told you I'm not taking cats. I got 4. I got Rusty's, Dusty, Torres, and Fame. You saw Fame, the big fuzzy one. He's eating right now. Torres is Dory's cat. He's hiding somewhere. Fame is in, Rusty's in the bedroom. Dusty's in the bedroom. Well, it wasn't. Michelle originally thought that Fame wanted to go outside. Yeah. And he didn't. He didn't. So, well, now you're going to have to ask them to go ahead and give you your money back for an ad that you shouldn't have even wasted your time running. If you want to seriously run the ad, amend it to this. I have a cat that I would like to find a home for. And it's only because technically my lease says I can only have 2. I got 3 of mine right now, which I'm taking care of. 1 for Sue. She needs me to find her. Hold on a minute, please. Go ahead, call you on the air.
My name is Jason with the first, and I am the North American.
Oh, not again. Not again.
I'm not again, you. This is Matt talking here.
That's enough. Oh, God. All right. So, anyway, so Ted Logan wanted to know if I was going to be doing any workings until my next season starts again in December. The answer is no. I have no intention to do any more workings right now at this point because my season's over until December 21st, 2018. So that's a simple fact. Yep. Okay, so I see your comment, MMD, or TNCC, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so either. But I really, anyway, I had a nice conversation with this lady, Tina, at McDonald's. As I said, she's from Long Island. She moved to upstate Connecticut, and I really thought she was kind of cool. So, and there's nothing wrong with the phone, because Michelle tested all the phone. The last caller called in fine, so don't give us that excuse. That's right. See, dial tone's normal. That goes to our Centrix, and then it goes to the individual phone line. Let's see, what else? Does anybody have any questions that they would like to discuss tonight? I'm pretty. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hello, this is Julie Fisher.
What?
Hello? Hi, this is Julie. I'm looking to schedule a drop-off.
I can hear that this sounds totally artificially generated,
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I can tell it's artificially generated. Nobody chewed on the cords, because the last caller sounded perfectly fine. Right, it's all made up, because I listened to it. Do we practice over the 7 months? No, not really. Only on under very special circumstances do I do anything in the 7 months. So, what now? Nothing. Nothing? No, I don't really have anything to discuss. No. Okay. There's a lot of ways to do it. For example, I can do something similar. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? See, I'm just rubbing the windscreen. Or I can go. I always thought people used to pretend. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. In fact, how about the trade war with China or Bitcoin? I don't know anything about Bitcoin. Does anybody here know about the Pi project? P-A-I project. You can find it out on Google. Bitcoin is interesting. Speaking of that, let's talk about that. I've talked to one person about the Pi project, and they told me they never heard of it. So let's go look it up and see if I can give you an education on what the Pi project is. It's really very interesting. Okay, so let's see. I get into the browser. I know that tends to slow down the internet a lot, but that's okay. Okay, it's called the P-A-I A-I. I got the keyboard hidden underneath my desk so that I can't hit the keys I don't want to press. The Project Pi, here it is. This is something that I have just recently found out about, and it's really interesting. It's a centralized platform for intelligent avatars made from your online personalities. Well, that sounds simple enough. Except for one problem. It's really kind of interesting. So let's go through the English white paper so you can read this to you. One person told me he was interested in androids and robotics and artificial intelligence. Well, this is one of those things that is... Oh, Michelle, wait a minute. What? That's a PDF file. You know how that thing doesn't like this computer. Ugh! For some reason, Michelle does not have a PDF player in here. I have a PDF player. It doesn't work. I noticed that. Okay. Let's see if we can try to get this PDF download so I can look at it. So, Control. Okay, open link in the new tab. Open link as... I'm going to save the link and I can open it. Okay, I'm going to save it as a file and then we'll go back to it. Which is a pretty good way to go. This is called white paper. It's called portable document format. Save. Okay. So now, the Personal Pi project is really very interesting. Okay, so let me go to that. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Project Pi is motivation white paper, decentralized, peer-enabled. An identity for the AI identities for the AI economy. That's the part that totally throws me because I'm like, what the hell is this about? Alright, let's take this phone call. Go ahead, call you on here.
Hey, yeah, this is Frankie. What time do you guys open tomorrow for drop-off?
Will you stop at the special effects?
Excuse me, I said, what time are you open tomorrow for the drop-off, lady? You know what? You sound fucking rude. Let me talk to your supervisor. You're not gonna fucking talk to me like that.
Now you're getting on my nerves.
I pay my taxes, which is why you got a job, bitch.
Call back when you get your cell phone fixed. And I'll test that right now to prove it's working, guys. Watch this. If I use my cell phone, my house phone here. Do you want to go to the extension of this? Yeah. I think it's 32. Or is it 31? 31. You know, it's gotta be the lower numbers. It's not 28. No. Michelle can't remember direct extensions, huh? I don't usually call up too many times on my direct extensions. Oh, let's go on this one. Let's go to Studio Line. Okay, now you can hear me. I know what the problem is now. Wait a minute. I know what the problem is. Hang on a minute, guys. That's better. It was because the setting was wrong on the FX mixer setting. So it's fixed, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to find it on my own because apparently the FX knob was turned the wrong direction. Okay, back to the normal call session. See, what happens is apparently I didn't have the loops correctly connected, so FX was feeding back into the. Now we can take real calls. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hello, it's me again. You just hung up on me a little bit ago. That was really fucking rude.
Well,
I got some packages I need to drop off to you. I got this number to call.
Alright, hold on a second. First of all, I found the problem. It was because I had something set on the mixer board wrong. It's fixed now.
Yeah, you're right. It's not because my phone wasn't working right.
Okay.
You were wrong.
Alright, so what do you want to talk about?
Where am I going to be able to drop off all these boxes of cats and him?
I'm not offering cat. I'm not taking in any more cats.
That's what the ad said. It had this number on it.
Well, I'm not taking any cats. I just told you that.
Well, you might want to talk to the people that were putting out the advertisement.
Okay.
The advertisement at the supermarket. I see. Do you need to drop off cats? Here's the number to call. They're going to stay up for you.
I'm not taking in any cats right now. I already told you that.
That's what the advertisement at the supermarket did.
Alright, well, anyway, the point is that...
And you don't hang up on me like that. That was rude. And you say that my phone is all fucked up and whatnot? No. That was rude. You were wrong.
Okay. Now, yes, the problem was the FX knob was set on my mixer wrong, but that's why we can't use the M68 to do this mixing sessions either, because the M68 does not have a way to totally isolate the incoming and outgoing streams that go to the Color 1 XAP TH2. So if I was to use the old mixer for this, we would have the same identical problem. No kidding. Yeah, I called my home phone studio line. Do you remember what your studio phone number is? No, I don't. Oh boy, that's what I tried to know first by calling my studio line from the in-house, and I couldn't get to work. And so now I got it fixed. Too many knobs in the world. Too many confusing things in the knobs. The knobs, all these stupid, crazy knobs. Oh God, notice I got plenty of them. Okay, so I want to get back to the Project Pi thing because I think it's really interesting, but I have to be honest, it's just... Oh boy, here goes again. Go ahead, Chloe, on the air.
Hey, I'm responding to your ad. This is Harold. I've got 4 kittens. 2 male, 2 female.
I'm not taking any cats, and I kept telling everybody that. I'm all the way in Connecticut. Okay? Stop calling me about cats. Okay? I'm going to leave the phone off for a little bit so I can finish what I was sharing, because I was trying to explain something. That ain't going to work. Hello, caller, on the air.
Hello, I just called your location, and I got basically chewed out by the lady on the phone.
Excuse me, I just told you something. I don't know who's been telling me.
Oh, it's still her.
I don't know.
What is your corporate number, miss? What is your corporate number?
My corporate number? I don't have a corporate number.
What's the corporate? Listen, what's your name, miss?
MicheleMarieDalene, North American Snow Queen.
Okay, well, Mrs. Delaney, I'm going to write that down because guess what? You're out of a job now.
Oh, I have a job plenty because I own Snow Queen Palace. All right. So, okay. I can't ban these people because I have no way to ban them because they're calling in. It's not like I can... All I can do is hang up on them. Thanks, Rhonda. That's not Rhonda. She doesn't have the wrench. Oh, wait a minute. No, she doesn't have the wrench. But, okay. Anyway, how you doing today? Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hey, did you get the bill of lading set up? We got these 15 pallets of cats we need to ship onto your location here sitting at the docks.
I'm not taking any pets. I kept trying to...
Did you get the bill of lading yet for that?
I'm not taking any pets.
Listen, whoa, lady. I'm not in the business of holding on to 15 pallets of cats. We're just supposed to be shipping them on through to your place. I'm just calling beforehand.
I don't have any... Look, I've had enough of this phone call.
Lady, you got 15 pallets of cats coming, do you?
And call. I'm not taking any more calls. You know why? Right now, anyway. Because I was trying to talk to you guys about something, and then I keep getting sidelined. People keep trying to say I'm giving up cats and all that, or I'm picking up cats, or I'm taking in cats. First of all, I am not a humane society. Yeah, I know they're a kill shelter and all that, but I'm not taking in any pets. I'm not taking any phone calls right now either. I don't have the patience for this. Because I haven't even had a chance to even talk about the topics I was going to talk about. And that's this. There is a project called Project Pi. I was trying to show you a white paper on that and briefly an introduction of what it is. And I kept getting hornswoggled. Okay, the idea of a humanistic computer is that province is undeniable information people in disguise and people fight ought to be paid for value they contributed that can be sent or stored on a digital network. Okay, well, very interesting introduction here. Our entire lives and exists in the digital world, our finance activity, and even our behavioral traits. Whenever we go online, we leave behind a trail of data that corporations use to build our digital profiles and plug into AI algorithms that improve the services for us. This is more engaged. Alright, great. They know that, but okay, I'm just trying to find a quick, short introduction here. Now imagine our digital profiles are able to think and speak, born from the online personality patterns tied directly to ourselves. We add these three-dimensional personality to our intelligence profiles and turn them into 3D avatars. Great. You know what the thing is, though? Honestly, guys, I don't really know how the hell this works. I got involved in Project Pi because Lisa Haven talked about it. And it talks about how the system is using what they call blockchains, the same as Bitcoin. The thing is I'm not sure exactly how that works. I've read the notes. I have basically said myself as, what the heck? Well, that part I understood. But, Hornswoggle as a wrestler. Okay. Well, I think Project Pi counts as a topic, since some people do like artificial intelligence and AIs. We have talked about the robotics, such as Sophia from Hanson Robotics. We have talked about the way YouTube's got AIs that go through and determine what kind of videos are going to be popular. Well, actually, the way that part's interesting. It's the blockchain part I don't understand. I mean, sure, it would be nice if I could have an AI of me that could basically, like, when I want to go on, on sabbatical and take a break, let the AI answer your questions. And the phone. And the phone. Oh my God, I could just visualize what that would sound like. Michelle, your AI just told everybody to go fuck off. Or maybe a robot. That's in this case, you're not actually a robot. You're just a software avatar. But I suppose that eventually it would become like iRobot, where the robotics could become a place where your brain's intelligence can be transferred. They are working on that now, where they can actually download your brain into a software program. First of all, before I answer any more goddamn phone calls, I want to know who in that bloody hell is telling everybody that I'm taking cats in. Okay? So, I would like to know the answer to that question, because I sure the hell haven't told anybody. How do you know it's really Rhonda Church? Oh, I can find out. Because Rhonda Church, my Rhonda Church has a wrench. Yeah, well, come on, I don't see it now. That's a good question. Well, let's check it out. You can tell if maybe it finally decides to hide the wrenches. Let's see. No, the Rhonda doesn't show a wrench. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm right here, Brian. So, now when Lisa Haven talked about Project Pi, she got all creeped out because the whole idea of making an artificial version of her running around on the internet, walking, talking in her name, and her being permitted with her permission to do things like say things or buy things or sell things. No, it's not that at all. Michelle was getting so inundated with these callers trying to ask her about cats that she didn't even want to deal with the calls because they couldn't even bother keep it sincere. Why in the hell would somebody tell everybody that Michelle is running a cat shelter? That's the question. That's the question. That's the question. Well, Brian may be edgy, but I'm even more edgy because of these phone calls. Because I really, I really would like to keep these conversations nice and try to focus on the main topics and not get veered off course about things that have nothing to do. Oh, okay. So did Brian's question get answered? Let's see. What's your question, Brian? Allergy season. Yeah, there's pollen starting to come in now. So what's your question, Brian? I'll try to answer it. I'd have to check your authenticity. Yeah, I agree with that. Don't just give people wrenches. Considering right now, majority of the people here are not trolling. It's the phone calls that we're having problems with. Yes, it was. But that was, as I explained in the gender tag to Ruben, why it was changed. And I'm not going to go into it right now. Can I have my wrench? I don't even know. I never took away Rhonda's wrench. I can prove it. Allow me to show you. I gotta lose the project page, pie page. I'll screw the page. Oh, no, I don't. I just go to the dashboard. Just go over here to community guidelines. Community page. Let's see. So, okay. Approved users. See, she's known as At Home with Rhonda. And moderators, I cleaned out a lot of them. The only At Home with Rhonda has a moderation facility. No one else does anymore. Because I said there's no more reason I'm going to do that. Because it's just too crazy. And I meant it. It's just too crazy to have all these people on here. So, and that's the truth. So, that's why Rhonda's on the wrong account right now. No, actually the middle name is Kai. K-A-I. In English it's K. K-A-Y. Like your name, Brian. K. But that was changed. Yeah, did you read the comments, Brian, or did you just decide to just try to start something? How you do, Ruben? Let me just go ahead and just get some napkins. My nose is running. Right back. Okay. Oh. Of course, it's getting warm now, so the pollen's going to start popping up. It's spring. Well, Kai was the name of my mother's father, actually. Yeah, but you know what? There's a reason why I don't really talk about my past, as I explained in Let's Go for a Walk. And with my mother, as being an abusive person that she was, that's why I've stayed away from my mother. Because she's just, I don't know how to describe her. She's just a nasty person. So, you gotta log on At Home with Rhonda account. That's the one that has the wrench. So you gotta go to use your At Home with Rhonda account to get your wrench, because that's the one that has the wrench. Well, I explained in so many videos who I am. Oh. See what? I got to quickly use the facilities. I will be right back, guys. I wish I had some music to play without copyright infringement. I'll be right back. Okay. Please enjoy a moment of silence. Okay. Too many damn coffees. So that's what it is. I'd like to know more about your past. So let's dive in. Well, you know, Ruben, there's a lot of the videos that do make sense, but you have to really go through and realize that there are information that I do not post everything in the video. Sometimes when I post a link in a video, I post little bite-sized pieces. And that's what I'm going to do is... Oh god, there goes that stupid update again. Yeah, I see that. There ain't no updates. Goddamn thing wasting my time. Always doing updates. Alright, let's try to get some phone calls in. But honestly, I'm going to be honest with this, guys. If I hear any more people talking about cats, I am going to basically turn the phone off indefinitely. There is dead air for at least 15 minutes of her broadcast as proof she is made for radio. What do you mean dead air? I just checked the live stream. It was going on fine. In fact, I can prove it. I tested all this equipment ahead of time, and yes, it's working. Ooh, totally tubular effect, huh? It does vary a little bit. It does, but it's holding its own. Ooh, cool effect. Yeah. So, especially since her mom came into the fold, her mom has refused almost all of her claims. Well, excuse me, my mom does not have my private phone numbers. She does have my address, and those addresses are in every single video I do. It even is at the end of this one. You can always catch that. Well, I'm sorry, but if there's any phone number calling on my phone numbers of my private phone number from a phone number that's definitely not my area code. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's because I thought my cat wanted to go out. It was not 15 minutes. It was about 5. Because at first, if the thing wanted to go outside, he wanted to go eat some more, so I gave him some food. So, well, fine, but unfortunately, I do not see her home phone number on those listed numbers. Well, this is not the place to post that. No, this is definitely not. I did contact my cousins and my aunt and my uncle. They do have their phone number as well, and they have not gotten back to me. And my uncle is the deacon of the local Lutheran church up there, so he's a man of the cloth. He's a deacon. I think he's retired now, but he's still very strongly into the Lutheran faith, so there's no reason why she couldn't have reached that. Yeah, but Ruben, you remember one thing. She's already got my address. I'm sure TNCC gladly gave her that. How come she never sent a letter? How come she knows it's my physical address? Why doesn't she physically knock on my door? Why doesn't she? If she lives in the same town I do, she has no excuses for that. What editing is cute? So cool. My channel's the same. It just changed to one thing is that I put the newest videos on top so that everything would be easy to find. And like Michelle's been doing this with the intros and at the beginning of those live streams with the clocks at the beginning since God knows how long, since we got the mixer. and got cam twist working. Yeah, well, as I explained in the video, I don't want to go through my mom's emotional abuse either, so that's why I chose not to be involved with her. I got stuck with her in 2002 when I was temporarily displaced, and that was the worst experience I had. A whole year of my mother basically riding me out the rails, and I don't want to go back to that. So into Liquid Chris. Who's Liquid Chris? I think he's talking about Chris Chan, I guess. Chris Chan. Oh, right. Chandler. Chris Chandler. Well, my brother also knows where my address is, too. My mother still is working, by the way, as far as I know. You would think, honestly, except my mother obviously can easily get to my address. It's in the same town as she is, that she could have arranged to send me a letter. Or to... You see, I don't answer my cell phone anymore because I get too many solicitors calling me for me to sign up. Thanks to somebody giving out my phone number to every crank call list. And for that reason, I do not answer my cell phone anymore. Nope. No phone calls. No phone calls on the cell phone anyway. No, I didn't do anything foul stuff. Come on, what are you talking about? I understand that part, but I'm also saying is that I never did anything foul to my mother at all. As I said, sometimes when... Well, you know, the thing is, there's just sometimes family cannot negotiate. It's just like with North Korea. You know, sure. My mother's like Kim Jong-un. If she wants to really negotiate with me, it's going to be through a group of family members together, not individually. It's going to be a family gathering, and it's going to involve my cousins, my aunt, and my uncle. And that's what I'm insisting on, minimum. Because this is not just a local family issue. The issues, the damage that she had done goes extended family-wide. And for that reason, it's going to have to be an extended family affair. It's not going to be just a local family affair. It's just like with Kim Jong-un needs to work with the United States, the United Nations Security Council, and South Korea. The only difference is my mom doesn't have any intercontinental ballistic missiles. More like in-Winston ballistic missiles. Whatever. You know, right now, I'm not even surrounded by anybody. I mean, I got a couple people I know at the soup kitchen that I know are very good people. Okay? And I'm not going to give any names to those people because, unfortunately, I don't think I have to quantify them because you already know who they are. And that Pete knows who they are. He really is at the soup kitchen. He knows who's been sitting at my table. And it's not like it's really my table per se. It's just that I usually sit. It's not like I have a table reserved for me. It's not like the captain's table on a cruise ship or anything. Now, you know what would be interesting with this AI thing from Project Pi would be if I was to actually use that technology, if my mother's AI was online, avatar, I could basically rip her a new one. She wouldn't care. What? I don't think so. I don't think that's what he's talking about. I don't think my mother knows anything about Lumi. Oh, come on. Your mother knows about Lumi because you and I used to talk to each other when you were a kid. We still do. Yeah. So, of course, at the time, I was just Michelle's spirit guide. By the way, I did put in the grant application for assistance for the psychotherapy subsidization, and I posted it yesterday. It should be. It's gonna probably take about maybe this week. I should be able to get an answer. Teo Sing. Whatever you know heard about Liquid. Who's Liquid? Is that the Chris Chandler character that he changed his alias now? Does he live in an aqueous solution of water? Does he have gills now? By the way, guys, as I said, when I started at the beginning of the video, we were talking about, yes, relative humidity can destroy electronics, depending on how close the traces are. And with modern circuit boards, with the traces so close to each other, damage can happen. I see. I'm going to turn the phone back on, although I'm going to dread it. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking to schedule a drop-off.
I'm not doing cats. I told everybody that, and everybody keeps telling me about cats. Why do you think I'm taking cats? I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry. On the radio, it said there was an advertisement, and it said for the Snow Queen Palace for cats.
Did you
and
get?
It said they were taking stray cats.
Did you get in contact with the last post? Because they're taking cats, I think. And there is another one called the St. Anthony Francis Guild for Little Animals in Litchfield. They take cats. I don't take cats.
No, I didn't. The only advertisement I had heard was for the Snow Queen Palace for cats.
I don't have a Snow Queen Palace for cats. I've been trying to explain that all night long. I don't know who's been telling people that, because I'm not taking pets.
Okay, they must have a mistake on the radio. You're probably going to want to call them and let them know.
Oh, somebody did post that named MMD Archives. That wasn't me. I did not post anything about cats. Okay. Okay, somebody's going to have to fix that. Okay. Why are you bringing up Liquid up? He's a troll among trolls. Okay. But I don't even know who he is. Seems like you talk about being involved in weird things. It seems like every time I get on this live stream, it's like I'm always putting my foot in a rabbit's hole. And I'm falling right through it. Yeah, true. Okay. So I don't know who that person is. Well, actually, Chin Chin herself is not here. So, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, you know, one of the things is I try to run a legitimate program as best I can. And well, sometimes it would have been nice if I had another person to physically here to help when I'm kind of like busy doing something like I have to feed the cats or let them out, or a person that could kind of spell me at the wheel, if you will. But unfortunately, I don't have that. So you can find out what these, thinking icon, okay? After dinner, okay. We'll try to keep things cool around here. By the way, the weather forecast for the next few days is going to be warming up nicely. So if you're going to be going outside by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, temperatures in the local area are going to be nice and toasty. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not into that. Well, okay. That may be the case. But at least I can say that Chin Chin was nice, it was nice to talk to, and I think what is bullying. So DNCC, you gotta get in contact with the intercom, and you gotta tell them that my house is not a cat sanctuary. And I don't know how you're going to do that. I don't know how many pounds you paid for that one. Okay. I don't follow mean people either. I try my best to stay away from the bad ones. But sometimes, unfortunately, they have a habit of showing up here on my channel. Okay. I thought Chris Chandler was a boy child. What's the story with that? You were ready to bow before coming of AI overlays? AI overloads, I've heard of that. In fact, even Futurama talked about that. In the past, Bender talked about that, and saying about how robots would eventually take over the world in Futurama. It seems like already AIs and robotics have taken over many jobs. MMD Archive, clearly troll stealing your content. Why do you allow him in your chat? Ah, okay. You mean like Michael Cottrell from better known as the Ginger? What was it, Angry Ginger? Michael Cottrell, which is now someone in Claire. Interesting. Yeah. It's also very interesting when you think about it, is that so many transgendered people just slightly modify their names to match. For example, here's a funny twist. Even though I'm a hermaphrodite, my name is actually spelled the same as the male version of Michelle is in French and Italian. And it was kind of a compromise because it solved a couple problems at once. Well, that's one of the reasons right now Finland has what they call a living wage. But I don't know if that's going to work either. Well, right now they're not overall so bad. It's just the phone ones I have to deal with that can really drive me apeshit. I actually would love to have the lady I met today kind of call me back. She really had a good time talking with me at McDonald's, and she's involved as a nursing assistant. Go ahead, call, you're on the air.
I will not be spoken to like that by you.
I'll give you a break. Okay. So go ahead, call, you're on the air.
Yeah, this is Matt here. I'm getting real sick of you always hanging up. You know Jason is an actual king. He has real powers, unlike you.
Excuse me? What?
You heard what Matt said. I am a real king and I have real powers.
My season... Oh, give me a break. My season is over. Okay, for the year. Okay?
Your season doesn't exist because you are an exiled queen. In fact, you are probably never the queen. You are just an imposter. And I am the true and honest king.
Well, right now is... We need to... Okay, we not work because consumption will be needed for the economy.
And I wouldn't think twice to take the heads of my enemies and post them.
That's enough! Christ! Give me a fucking break over here, guys. No, a living wage would not work. There's one reason. Even if you had a living wage, what is the most important thing that makes a human being feel like there's something important is to have something to do. If everybody basically sits around and does nothing but sits on a literally fat ass and does nothing because all the jobs have been outsourced to automatons, there will be nothing for them to do. The spirit of the human race will be forever ruined. Except for those very few jobs where automation has just never been able to take place. Like, for example, emptying a septic tank. Ugh, that's a disgusting job. Dirty jobs everywhere. Yes, they are. Go ahead, caller on the air.
Yeah, it's Johnny with Port Orchard Transports. I'm just calling to confirm the ship.
I am not taking any more cats! Goodbye! That's it. No more phone calls. I'm tired of this. Really. You guys, you're ruining it for everybody. Every time, you guys are ruining it for everybody. You know, I want to have decent conversations with you people, but I just don't feel like dealing with this crap right now. Okay? Really don't. It just makes me so frustrated. The North American snow queen, not the winter queen. Snow is usually in the winter, it is not in the spring. Okay, my season is winter only. My official title is the North American Weather Stewardess of the North American continent, Northern Hemisphere, covering the territories of Southwest Greenland, United States, Canada, and originally it did include Texas, but I gave that to the Southern Weather Steward to take care of Texas, because I didn't want to screw up Texas or Mexico. People will need to find new meaning to life, but probably will be slaves to a few people who control AI, so there will be no meaning. You know, think about automation, for example. You know, we have, okay, like in the robotics plant, that can make cars and automotive manufacturing. What is the most common job that so many people do? They do the toughest, hardest weldings and the toughest spots that the robots can't get at. Okay? They either that or they're feeding the machines the parts to make the products, which basically turns winter weather steward STEWARDESS. It's also a very long title as well. That's why we just call ourselves the North American Snow Queen. Because I only do winter. I don't do the other seasons. Nope, definitely not. I'm looking at them about what's going on in Africa. We can talk about what's going on in Africa, Jackson Kelly, but would someone please tell these people to stop calling me about goddamn cats? Phone's on for a second. Open post on your new channel. What number? By the way, you seem pretty close. First of all, Jackson, this is the only channel I have. I don't have any other channel. Really, I don't. That's the reason I get so fed up. Is because I got some buddy keep telling me that they want me to take in more cats. And I'm not going to take in cats. I don't have any way of taking any more cats. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hi, is this the right channel?
Oh, who's this?
Oh, good. I got you. So he's a little tabby barn cat. He's about 3 years old.
I'm not taking any cats. I just told you that. I'm not taking any cats in at all. I don't know who. I don't know who told you I'm taking in any cats, but I'm not.
Is it okay if we bring his little brother too?
Oh, I just told you I'm not taking in any cats.
But this is a number.
Well, I didn't put the number up.
You have to help us.
I didn't put the number up anywhere.
Well, I seen your ad, and you have to help us now. Well, that's false advertisement.
I'm not taking in any cats. All right.
Listen, I just got 2 little cats I'm going to bring in, and then about 5 or 6 more. But then after that, it's only the other 7. Then we'll be through.
What?
I've got about 15 different cats I'm going to bring to you over the next couple weeks or so.
I'm not. I keep telling everybody this. I'm not taking in any cats.
That's what your ad said.
I didn't put any ad up about cats.
Well, your ad was up, so you...
Okay. What a stupid clusterfuck. No kidding. Try Jackson Kelly now. The phone is free. Because, Mr. Laugh, I never put my name up for anybody to drop off any cats. I don't know who is doing that, okay? And it's tying up the phone for people that might want to talk about what we're talking about. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yo, this is Johnny again. I got hung up on last time. I'm just trying to confirm the transport here. I'm with Port Orchard Transport.
I'm not taking any cats. Do you understand English? Non gatos, per favore. Non gatos, per favore.
Your ticket here says that you got. Let me see here. 24 different cats that are being transported right now, miss.
I do not have any room for cats.
Okay, well, I don't know why you'd order 24 cats.
I didn't order any cats.
Miss, it's paid for. I'm looking at the receipt right now.
I did not ask for any cats.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a mix-up or something. You're probably gonna wanna call the offices then, because these are dudes who arrived tonight. I need somebody there tonight to get the shipment. It'll be in at about 12:30.
I'm not taking any cats. Goodbye. Is this what you guys want me to go through every night, every time we do a live stream? Is this what you're getting so excited about? Yeah, I suspect so. Well, the reason why it's not so terribly funny is because of one reason. Okay? I'm not going to take any more phone calls tonight. Seriously. Because it's just not worth it. I'm sorry if I make some people angry, but I can't always deal with it, you know? I've got to deal with this, everyday life just like everybody else. And some days I don't feel like having a fun time and playing games with people. But I do want to have a serious talk about artificial intelligence. This is what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, well, he starts going out there and saying, telling people about my cat, about taking in cats and all that, and I'm not taking in any. The line isn't even ringing. I can see the green. Oh, yes, it is now. Wait a minute. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Miss, my name is Colonel Brigstein. I'm contacting you from the U.S. military base. We've received an order to deliver over 4 battalions of cats to your location.
I'm not...
Confirm how copy.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. So, anyway, as far as South Africa goes, yeah, well, I'm willing to talk to you right now. No, this is the only number to call. This is the only number to call. But you can type your comments here, and I will read them, and we can discuss it that way. Because, I mean, right now, I'm not in the mood to go through all this stuff, because it's so wearing on the mind. It's like you tell the same people over and over again. I can hear it's the same people. I say, look, I'm not taking any cats, and I didn't even put my name and number up for taking in cats. I did not even advertise for taking cats. I said I have a cat I need to find a home for, and somehow somebody decided to turn it the other way around. Well, like I said, what? The problem is it's the phone, it's not on the computer. So unfortunately, I can't really do anything about it. It's just not possible to do anything about it. But if Ron the Church would like to call my number, which is already on the phone here, we could talk about that. What about the German Rhonda? I haven't seen her lately either. No, it's not. I just checked. I could see if it's ringing because I could see a light flash, and it's not flashing. It's them. Who's them? Oh. I understand that, Mr. Kelly. I just said to you, you can type your message right here. I will read it. And with my hearing, it's even easier that way anyway, because then I don't have to really keep going through this bullshit every time we're trying to have conversation when... Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm getting a little bit perturbed, it's because it's Sunday, and I really wanted to talk about the other topics besides cats and everything else. I don't think it's Brian K. No, I don't think it's Brian K. I think it's TNCC that's doing this. No, I think it's TNCC. Really. So, well, that's not appropriate language. No. Let me ask you a question, Michelle. How do you know if any of these people in here are legitimate? I don't. That's the reason why I'm not really too comfortable giving out any more personal information about anything. No, it's not racist at all. I'm not even answering any of the phone calls right now for tonight. Because it gets me so frustrating when I don't even know. Even TNCC said he put my phone number up by a place called Entercom. What the hell is that? In the future, privacy will be impossible. This will be either everyone be spies on everyone else, or the powers that spy on everyone. I prefer the latter if it is artificial. Well, if you ever watched the episode Star Trek with Landru, I don't think I really would like to have a super AI basically determining what people live like. Because, I mean, the whole idea of a robot or an AI that controls the well-being of everybody's life, it's not like that they have to really necessarily worry about self-preservation. I already told everybody I'm not taking cats. No, it's not worth it. Yeah, you want to call me? That's fine. I'll take one more phone call, and if it's a legitimate call, I'll talk to you. But if it's a BS call, I won't type it. So, the phone's on right now. So, the phone's on right now. Well, right now, Red is actually laying on the bed. Or, Faye, Rusty, and Dusty are laying on the bed, snoozing. Let's see. It's open. This is bullshit. Yeah, this is bullshit. Every single time. Especially lately with the cat BS. I don't think it's fair at all to Michelle or me or anyone else. Like, why does people have to do that? Because people are trying to think it's fun, that's why. Well, seeing you get hot under the collar. Nobody's taking Rusty, okay? Yeah, but you know what the problem is with even human-moderated AI is the human is also going to have it start to develop a Napoleonic complex, because once he thinks that he has total control, take a look at what's going on right now with Google, which is controlled by Alphabet, and the way that the YouTube is managed. Those software programs can be really get out of control really quick. Why don't you log on with your regular account that you already have at home with Rhonda? Because that's your account that has the password or the security features. Go ahead, Corey, on the air.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, that's good.
And who's this?
I got some. This is George. I got some really good news.
Oh, what's the good news?
2 nights ago, our female calico, Mittens.
I'm not taking any cats in. I wish people would stop asking me about cats. I'm not taking in any cats. I don't know who.
The ad on the radio said that.
Don't get angry with me. I'm just telling you the answer. I'm not taking.
I'm not getting angry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to upset you. The ad on the radio said that Michelle here was taking in cats.
Well, I told everybody I'm not taking in any cats. I don't know who put that ad out, but that was not me. That's enough of that. Ugh. So, Mr. Ted Logan, if you want to call pick up the phone, please. Call now before I get mad and turn the phone off again for the night. 860-738-8463. And it's absolutely positively irritating that I have to keep repeating the same message over and over again. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hi, is it okay if we don't have a cat carrier?
I'm not taking in any cats. I told you that repeatedly tonight, sir. I know it's the same person because I already told you that already.
I'm a bit confused. I just called this number from the advertisement I seen.
You didn't talk to me. I am the one that owns the system.
No, I know. This is my first time calling this number. We have two little barn cats we'd like to get rid of, and
I'm not looking for cats. I already told you that.
Excuse me?
I'm not looking for cats.
Why are you taking them then?
I'm not taking any of them. I
That's
have
not
no
what
room for it.
said. The advertisement said that you're accepting
That's
cats.
the end of this call. I'm tired of taking this call for something I've already said millions of times. Stop calling me. Tell your friends to stop calling me.
Taking any more cats in, or?
End the call. Ugh. Okay. I have no idea, Ruben, if he's in jail or not. I really don't know what the story is. I've tried to hold a conversation with Siri. It wasn't too good. I hear that Amazon is pretty good. Right? I mean, there's some things that... Have you guys ever played a game called Second Life? Because I played Second Life. And in that game of Second Life, somebody came up with an idea that you can get an artificially generated pet. And you could buy pre-configured pets with your own personal choices of AI and personality and everything. And just going into that, what they call island, is like really depressing. To realize that how lucky I am that my cats are their real selves. That's why I'm not taking any phone calls. I don't know, it was pretty good. I don't know, maybe he does. I mean, I spent a lot of time on Second Life a couple of years ago. And, Angeles Creosace just got me involved with it and on the computer, and it was really kind of fun, but well, don't you love that, huh? Well, one day there's gonna be AI Michelle running around if Project Pi ever gets their concept organized to the point where they can actually create an AI of me that I can basically send anywhere. Can you call it so when it rings what? I don't think that's really Rhonda anyway, because the real Rhonda has... Second Life is a virtual world run by Linden Industries. It's like it's kind of like a not quite like a mod, but kind of more like a move. It's except it's 3-dimensional and it's pretty good, but it's really intense, videographics intensive. Google Second Life on the internet. I mean, I could turn it on now, but unfortunately, I don't think I have Second Life installed on here. You did at one time. I did at one time, but I don't think I still have it. And besides that, it would take all the internet, it would take all the I/O just to run it on this thing. How long ago did you play Second Life? Oh, maybe about 5 years ago, maybe. I tried it in 2015, and I really just didn't get into it. I mean, I went to teleported to a lot of different sites. I visited a goth island. I visited the pet store. It's pretty interesting because you can do things in Second Life. Like, Ruben, this might interest you. Teachers are actually using Second Life as a way to extend their teaching abilities for teaching courses. So the people in Second Life can actually learn educational courses. One Second Life church actually telecasts live sermons from a real First Life church. The problem is like, why don't you explain why you're going to discuss with the phone call with the cats business? Because I think people deserve to hear that. Okay. First of all, I keep repeating the same subject over and over again, and it doesn't seem to be getting through. That, number one, I cannot take any more cats in. Even if this was a pet sanctuary, which it is not, I still can't take any more pets in because I don't have the room to take in more cats. Nor is my apartment and meet the requirements for pet sanctuary for just the cats I have now. I don't have Rhonda's phone number. Okay. I don't have your phone number. You never gave me a phone number. Well, I don't have your phone number. Go on Google Hangouts and call your own phone number. No, I do not. No, my landlord is not going to allow me to do that. And I can't afford to feed any more than I have. Dora pays me for her share for taking care of her cat. Dusty's technically is a stray cat, and I took care of him because he's a good cat and he's Rusty's son. Rusty, of course, lives here. Why don't you ask Rhonda where she lives, Mr. Laugh? No. Well, I don't deny that. My landlord is also, unfortunately, an old man that hasn't been keeping up with the building repairs either. Sort of sucks. Yeah, he doesn't even do his work he's supposed to do. Dory's at a friend's house. Right, what town in Maine? Anybody can say Maine, but what town in Maine? speaking of Dory, I don't know what her long-term plans are because, unfortunately, she didn't say. As I said, she's spending most of her time at a friend's house right now. And, so I don't have your cell phone. You never gave me the number. That's Washington, D.C. That's not Maine. 202 is Washington, D.C. Well, she hasn't been mooching me off me at all. She hasn't even been asking me for any money or anything. Well, her insulin's here in the refrigerator, and her clothes are here, but she's not been physically here that much. Why would you want me to call Washington, D.C.? Yeah, so it's Google Hangouts. I got an idea. What? You got Google, Google Hangouts doesn't work on this thing, but YouTube does. You mean Facebook. Right. Ah, okay. That's true. Facebook works. So, let's see. Who could I call? Let's see. I'll turn the computer up so I can hear it. Let's see if she's on Facebook right now. Let's see. See, I do not see Messenger. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. There's one of the churches. Her icon isn't even on here right now. It was on 3 minutes ago. So this works. I can call people from from this program. As soon as I get done loading up the graphics. Here we go. Let's see the answers on that. Let's see. Slow as molasses. Yeah. It's gonna go through all the networking to connect to this, make a phone call. It's gotta load up the flash or whatever it's using for driver. You wouldn't think the voicemail would pick up right now. Let's leave her a message. Close that window. Okay. Let's see. There's a stupid text icon on the same here. Okay. What is it with the system? This is slow. It's molasses. Okay. No, I can't figure out how to. I don't want to call her again. Alright, so I just tried to call that number and there's no answer, so. How does this thing work anyway? I don't know. It just works kind of weird, I guess. Alright, so go back to the chat screen. Okay. Stream is lagging. I know, it's because we're trying to do. White House switchboard is named by professional White House operators. Yes, I know that. Not the number one in the chat. My phone is not connected to Gmail. Ruben, you lie. Well, that's because you just tried. I just copied and pasted the number from Google. Stupid troll. Ouch! Well, then all that stuff asks me to do things like I have to do just to get things working. Ugh. So. Ugh. I think the pollen's starting to come up. Technically, the phones were open the whole time, guys. Oh. Because Michelle had to jump over to use Facebook, and Facebook basically jams up everything. No shit. She's getting good data rate right now, so that's not the problem. It's not the problem right now, but it's just because. Besides, I know Washington, D.C. is area code 202. Is what, so. Well, excuse me, I can't help I'm getting allergies from the season. Well, that's probably because a second ago, or at least a few seconds ago, I was trying to contact Ron the Church, the real Ron the Church, through Facebook's Messenger, and that took up all the I.O. spots because this computer is too slow and laggy. Interesting. Okay. Hey, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while anyway. You're the one who hasn't contacted me. The phone is open! Michelle told you that. I just connected you on Facebook Messenger. Not even use Google Hangouts, because Google Hangouts doesn't work anyway. Well, one of the things is that why would you want me to call the White House switchboard? No, she doesn't. She works for Verizon or Verizon customer service representative. You know, yeah, well, I did what I did, and I did when I did it. You guys kept thinking I was going to be some major theatrical event, and it wasn't. It was just basically a simple effort to try to move things around before my season ended for the year. And I didn't manage to do it exactly the way I wanted it to get done. Ask Brent to help me find the phone, because he's home now anyway. You told me yourself in your own Facebook post that Brent's home. Contact the White House main address. I know the address, Ruben. Switchboard 202 comments. Yes, I knew that. The phones are already open. I already told you that multiple times. Well, I never said a display of that kind of power. I don't do theatrics. I never did and I never will, because most sorcerers and sorceresses are not going to waste their time doing that. Well, right now, oh boy, here we go. Go ahead, Carl, on the air.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing right. Who's this?
Fernando.
Who?
Fernando? My name is Fernando.
Okay, Fernando, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I want to go ahead and set up a drop-off. It'll probably, I think Thursday will work best if you have availability for Thursday. It's 3 cats, 2 adults.
I'm not taking any cats in. I just kept telling everybody that, and yet you guys keep saying I'm taking in cats. I'm not.
What do you mean, you guys? I just calling from the advertisements at the.
I never posted any advertisements. I never posted any advertisements.
Is this number 860-738-8463?
Yes, but I'm not taking any cats.
Yes, that's the number. That's the number on the advertisement.
Well, that's not the number, because I did not post anything about taking in cats. I just told you that. Have you ever heard of someone called spoofing? Because somebody else is doing that, not me.
Called what'd you say?
You ever hear of something called spoofing? Someone spoofed in my name without my permission. I'm not taking in any cats.
I'm sorry. Can you spell that for me?
S-P-O-O-F-I-N-G. Spoofing.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I just did. Someone spoofing my name and put out advertisements. It means to impersonate somebody.
Oh. I see. Okay. Well, sorry to bother you. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No kidding. It's a prank. We know that. That's the reason why... Well, it makes as much sense as anything. It's true. Yeah, well, Peter also knows that I can't take any responsibilities for any more cats than the ones I have, okay? Nope. Anyway, so let's see. Everything is a prank. He says, yeah. This is one of those nights when basically the content of this program is virtually nothing. Can't hold a serious dialogue because everybody's coming up with bullshit. The Russians did use did try to train cats for espionage work, because cats are so commonly available that they tried to train some cats to act as agents. They would equip them with little miniature cameras and microphones, and they would walk around certain areas. I don't know. Yeah, but then like I said, the Russians program actually, I don't know if that really was too successful or not, but I do know that there are some cats in Russia that do walk around, and they have the regular places they go, and they're kind of well respected, even if they're not carrying microphones and cameras. There's always a few cats that they do have GPS collars on, and they can actually track them. Originally, it was a part of the cat project in the UK. No, I haven't been married except to Lumi. However, you know, there's somebody I know locally I kind of like. But I don't want to really push it because I want to just be her friend right now. Yes, she's married to me. I'm married to Lumi. You can't, because the real Rhonda goes by At Home with Rhonda, and she has, and I did call the real Rhonda on Facebook Messenger, and she didn't answer. Yeah, pretty much. But, you know, right now, I think what I want to focus on is not really so much about going into involved with relationships right now, because I want to try to get a few more things in LA straightened out first. For example, I want to get someone to lose my weight. I want to be outside more and doing more productive things in my life. What's that? No, I'm not. There's another stereotype for you. They say the same thing. They say the same thing about gay men, but that's not necessarily true at all. Well, I am trying to cut carbs first, but if you ever read the situation with my liver, you know that one of the most important things I'm lacking is niacin. And I have to take medication for it. And so originally I was eating a lot of breads and starches, which is carbohydrates, and that wasn't really helping me. Then they had to put me on niacin, which helped get my niacin back up. Because my body can't produce niacin because my liver is all messed up. No. No to both questions. No, Lumi is not a sexual predator or fantasy, and no, I am not dyeing my hair purple. Well, I think walking around is fairly low impact, considering the fact is that I got arthritis in my left leg, and I have a hard time walking anywhere, even though I am taking Celebrex for it. I just want to start going back outside more and start, that's why I was going to go back into photography so I could take pictures, like I mentioned on the live stream earlier, but unfortunately I never got a chance to because I ran out of money to buy the chemicals last year, and then I was going to do it this year, but then I got sidelined with other things, and like buying some clothes and things like that. By the way, the one lady I met today at McDonald's is likes purple as a color too, incidentally. No, I haven't talked to anybody about anything about that yet. She gives me a certain look. I'm talking about the girl I've known for a while now. That kind of implies that she kind of is thinking about the same thing, even though she hasn't said anything. You're not going to say anything about that at the soup kitchen. And that is definitely not the place to talk about that. No. Definitely not. I would never ever talk to her about that at the soup kitchen. But the other girl I'm talking about, McDonald's, was pretty nice too. I just don't know much about her background. I just met her today, believe it or not. See, I was going in to get something to eat, and she was in line too, and she was a little bit right before me. And I said, well, when she was waiting for her order, and I was waiting for my order. We started talking, and so when she got her French fries and her Shamrock Shake. I said, why don't you come on and have a seat over here with me at the table? She said, fine. So we sat down and we talked for a little bit. And then she was nice enough to give me a ride home. And she's really not a bad person. I think she's kind of friendly. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be surprised if he also gets sued for libel for what he also said on his channel as well. Somebody could seriously sue him for defamation of character. I don't even know her as a person, so I'm not going to make a move. It was just nice enough for her to give me a ride home. Actually, the one I know with the soup kitchen, I know a lot better, and I think the one at the soup kitchen really does have some interest in me. I've known this woman for over 10 years. This woman I met at McDonald's, I only met her for a few hours. Don't you think that's a little presumptuous? I mean, I haven't even known the woman that I'm talking about from McDonald's more than a few hours. And the one that I do know from the soup kitchen, as I said, I've known her for 10 years and we've been friends for 10 years. But she looks at me in a way that says that she kind of wonders, she likes me too, and I don't know. I just think as far as him goes, that would be Dory. Trust me, Dory isn't really... Are you talking about, being supposed to be threatening people? Or are you talking about him outing TNCC? Which one? The one from the soup kitchen? Yes, she does. Because I'm not interested in men that much. It just doesn't interest me. And let's be honest, And most of the men in this area that I actually see, the good ones, okay, are already taken. And the majority of the people that I know from the soup kitchen are near duels that really have a hard time just keeping their head on their shoulders. Well, I'm not going to go ahead and ask this lady at the soup kitchen, because, as I said, she's known me for 10 years and she knows where I live. If I was to ask her, it would have to be in a place that I feel comfortable talking to her about it. No, not necessarily. No, you know what? Sometimes what it is that a lot of lesbians feel very. Some of them, I don't know how to explain this. Some of them feel intimidated by men, and some just don't feel that they're comfortable with them for the reason that they feel intimidated by them. Well, I did, but she doesn't. She lives in Torrington, actually. She just drives up to the soup kitchen. Well, true love is it's not always easy to find, so you have to understand that. There's a lot of people that are looking for something that is not true love. You understand that? It's just like sometimes on this channel, I can't be sure who's necessarily true either. It doesn't mean that, that I don't, I mean, I've been thinking a lot about this woman from the soup kitchen. As I said, I've known her for over 10 years. And lately, she's been, spending a lot of time with me at the table, and we get along really good and everything. I'm not ugly. Well, again, like I said, I don't know really that many people on this channel. I don't really know much about you. I mean, sure, some of you have avatars and pictures, and that's great, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. For example, take a look at I Find Craig, the next Craig Cobb. Notice he's just got a red icon with an image on it. There's not even a picture of what he looks like. I'm not ugly. I'm just plain. It's just me, That's who I am. Just try to fit in like everybody else does. So, well, I invited her to come, and she knows where I live, but she likes to spend time with her grandchildren. And the band called the Wild Stallions. Okay. I don't know much about that band. No, I'm not ugly. I'm just plain. I'm just an everyday person that just... Well, that's what I mean. A lot of people say that. I'm pretty... But I mean, sure, compared to some supermodel, I'm pretty plain anyway. But I mean, if you think about it, I have a nice smile. Okay, I don't have nice teeth. I'll be honest there, but that doesn't make me a bad person. Yeah, I could use a dentist appointment to get some implants and things like that. But when you're in my income bracket, that's not always easy. I'm not going to ask her out on the air. You crazy? No. No. Why are you insulting her on her channel and complimenting her on another? Well, like I said, right now, in my cases, I just want to go ahead and try to get my life back to, get myself back in shape, get outside more, and maybe get back and doing the things I used to do. That's why I was gonna buy the photography chemicals. Then we got into the sideline with this computer thing, which I'm not going to go into right now. And then, of course, we still don't know what Dory's plans are because she didn't say anything. Not the air, but will make it less awkward when you do the ask her, then you'll be on what? Not on the air, but it would make it less awkward when you do ask her out, then you'll be in. Guys, seriously? Okay, I don't think you understand that. Number one, I've known this lady for over 10 years. She knows all about my background. She knows about my history. She's lived in this town for a long, long time. Okay? I don't know what she's thinking. I can almost sense something going on in her head. I've seen, like, she is kind of giving me that kind of look that says, wow, I really like this person, but I didn't really I think she's just, if she really does have feelings for me, then she's just probably just as concerned herself that she's afraid that if she said anything that she's afraid that I'd turn her down or something, which I can understand 100%, because like I said, I want to be her friend, and I am going to be her friend because I like her as a friend. But I don't think that it would be wise to go ahead and just bring it up just because. You would think with all the stories I see on TV about relationships, especially first loves and crushes and things, you would think I would be able to figure this out. But it's not easy. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, she sure looks at me a lot. I sure look at her a lot. But, and as I said, I've known her for a long time. And I never really gave it much thought until I was watching the Redonkulous race when Noah was falling for one of the two twin sisters, and I saw this thing about the same thing is, does this woman actually like me too, but is afraid to say anything? Or is it like Devin and Carrie, where basically if maybe Carrie wants to tell Devin that she likes him, but she's afraid to? But at the same time, Devin likes Carrie too. They've been friends all their lives. Oh, gee, it's really not easy to say somebody like that. Even though he keeps talking about his girlfriend named Shelley in the cartoon. Well, guess what? Turns out that Shelley was going out with her tennis instructor. So now, of course, Carrie's like, oh, I really want to tell Devin I love him, but I'm afraid to. Likewise, he's afraid to tell her that he loves her. Of course, I've seen the series to its end, and I know that he finally did tell Carrie that he loved her, and she loved him, so that was all great. I don't have her phone number available right now. I think it would be something, I don't know. I don't really know if it's worth it right now. I don't want to get hurt again with too many relationships. Well, my hair is naturally brown. It's just I bleach it white, so. What the hell is that going to do with this mystery woman? Who would play? Well, that's just it. There's no actual desire for sexual congress, guys. It's just I want to have somebody to, be with, talk with, share good times with. I don't really have too many people I can hang out with. Yeah, but don't forget, love is a lot more than just a 4-letter word. And it's not just a 3-letter word either. Love is a really tough thing, especially because there's another 4-letter word why a lot of people turn down love, and it's called hurt. H-U-R-T, hurt. Nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to have to go through that. I don't, and I'm sure she does neither. She already knows Lumi. Well, I'm not going to call her live anyway. I don't really think that would even make any sense to call her live. You know, there's times when a person has to make a decision, and it's going to be basically when I feel it's the right time to tell her. And right now, I don't think it's the time. She sure spends a lot of time on my table, though. So, well, it's not going to be something that's going to be telecasted. Sorry. That's something that I don't think would be appropriate. Yes, the phones are on. Oh, they were turned down. Now they're on. The phones are on now, guys. Well, she's a blonde-haired person like me. Same color hair. She bleaches it the same, or pretty close to the same shade I do. Or also Marina, if you call her. I'm not going to call her now anyway. There are some things, like I said, that are not meant to be advertised on television. No, actually, she had her hair blonde as long as I did. Actually, I think she had it longer than you did, because when you knew her before you bleached her hair was blonde. Yeah, but I didn't do it because of her. No, I know that. No, she's a real person. She... Go ahead, caller, on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, I just have a question. Like, what's your podcast or your live stream about? You know, I'm new to this, so yeah, I'm just curious.
What?
I'm curious about your live stream. What is it about exactly?
My show?
I know, but like be specific. Is it like a show about you answering questions about politics or anything?
Almost anything. I mean, yeah, there's some things we don't really get into because of areas of decency, but we cover pretty much a lot of things.
Ah, okay, yeah. I just wanted to ask that question, you know. Yeah, but so far I like your show. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you had to listen to me get mad about the cat thing, because I never put anybody up to that.
Yeah, but yeah, anyways, I just have a question. What's your thoughts about gun violence or gun control?
What?
What's your thoughts about gun violence or gun control?
Well, the gun violence that we've seen so far is being done pretty much by people that have been using antipsychotic drugs, psychotropic medications, and antidepressants. So
all right, yeah, that's fair enough. But I also have just one more last question. Has anyone ever told you that you sound like Chris Chan?
Do I know a Chris Chan?
Yeah, you sound like him. You kind of sound like him.
No, I don't think so, because I don't know him either way, so...
Yeah, all right, well then, yeah, have a nice day.
Okay, so, killing her would be better than... So, people like you and Lemmy. Yes, they do. I'm a volunteer at the soup kitchen. I help out with the soup kitchen. I help them with raising money for the soup kitchen fund drives. And I do that through this channel. It's like most people think it's just for me, but I've been doing some fundraising for the Soup Kitchen too. Go ahead, call you in the air.
Hey, is this the place to drop off all of the gatos?
Who?
All the gatos?
How can I help you?
You are the place we are supposed to drop off all of the cats?
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
This is the number from the ad. I call this number, I see it, hear the radio station play. Say that you take cats?
I'm not taking any cats.
Just a few, come on. Just a few, come on. You don't need to be like that. Just take a few.
I can't take any cats in.
You can take a few, come on. You want to play like that? You don't mess with MS-13, they say.
Well, I can't take any cats, but do you want
You're gonna take these cats, and we're gonna have problems, SA.
I never put an advertisement out to take
I seen your advertisement in the paper, gringo. It said, call this number, and then we will take all your cats.
I never put anything in any paper. Do you know what a spoofing is?
Queefing?
Spoofing? Somebody impersonating
Is that like queefing or something? Like a pussy fart?
Somebody else has been posting ads without my permission.
That's disgusting, man. I don't care about your stinking queefing, but you're going to take these cactus.
Okay. You want to talk about disgusting? That's disgusting. Now, infamous, not famous. People that commit school shootings are people... No, not necessarily, but I'm not a violent person. I wouldn't do that anyway. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I'm not going to call it 911. I don't even have caller ID on that line, so I can't even tell who's calling. Even if you did have caller ID, our phone system doesn't have the feature to do it. Right, our phone system doesn't have the caller ID module on it. When will you prove that Lumi exists? I exist just as much as Michelle exists. Well, is Michelle imaginary? That's a good question. Am I? No. See, the problem is that you can't easily prove one way or the other. Is everything on Earth imaginary? Are we not part of some computer simulated video game or something? Being played by some ET out there? Playing First Life 1.0 or something? Who knows? I don't either. Have you done a real check whether a person named Lumi and Finistra actually exists? Yes, I did. You see me every day. I'm the one that actually got the lease on the body, so this is my body, and Lumi just shares the flesh with me, that's all. But do you sound like so many Lumis out there? Are they like... No, that's not the case. Some of those so-called Lumis were all basically pre-configured by somebody else. Probably the same person that went ahead and tried to basically drive Michelle crazy by saying that she's running a cat shelter. What does the Mexicans kind of do with the trolls? I'm not... Now we're getting into something that sounds totally, like, non sequitur. A queen who can't even afford lunch. I can afford lunch. I have to eat out on Sundays because the soup kitchen's not open on Sundays. I go to the soup kitchen also because I volunteer there also. See, there's a lot about me that you guys don't really quite know, but if you actually got to know me personally, you'd probably be surprised to learn more about me. What? No, right now, Ted, I'm talking. Michelle's talking. Seems like most of these trolls are Mexicans. What? No, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. You don't know either. Okay, you can't say. All I know is that, bingo. What? Dogging here, please reference when it says your phone proof that Lumi existed. Plus, whatever. Alright, so right now it is 9:15, and obviously today's conversation has been a giant clusterfuck. Like always, it seems like I can't even have a legitimate, decent conversation. We could have done a lot of good things earlier tonight. We didn't have somebody spoofing me about cats and everything else. Instead, we ended up basically wasting almost a whole hour and a half just talking about things like cats. I stay the hell away from this server anyway. That's the way. Yeah, well, it's a success in some ways. But when you think about it, though, did we really get any successful conversations started? The biggest conversation we had was the issue about the fact that I like this one woman at the soup kitchen. No, whatever, please. Alright. Don't just downplay, this is big. What is big? Well, look, guys. If you want to talk about something, I mean, I don't know. You know, like, next week, I will tell you this, although it's up in the air because I don't know what Dory's plans are. We were supposed to buy the computer next week on the 3rd. But, unfortunately, Dory hasn't told me what her definite plans are yet. And since I do have to transfer the $100 from my savings to my checking anyway, and last time the landlord had his hands out and said, pay me $800 now. I got a feeling I'm going to have to pay him the $800 up front first. And then if Dory gives me the other $300, I can then go ahead and buy the computer with that, but it's going to slow me down. Whatever. So, and I don't really know if it's worth it to buy a new computer anyway, because, I keep changing my mind, because I mean, with a new computer it'll be faster and everything, but then I'll still be stuck doing the videos here in the house. Yes. She's a social worker about Lumi. Yes, she does. Yep. She actually likes working with me anyway, and Michelle. So we work together with all three of us. You said that you found proof that she lived. Where was the proof? Was going to put you on. What? Well, so I don't know what my plans are for the time being. We'll have to see what happens with the computer thing, because at this point it seems like there's no absolute concern. I mean, there's no absolute consensus of what Dory's plans are. You can find some of the proof of Lumi's existence by asking Divine Mother and Father God. And I told you that. I don't take medication like that. I take medication for my liver, and I take medication for my thyroid. Okay? And I never took antidepressants except tried them a couple years ago, and they didn't work for me at all. It was the prescription or generic version of Zoloft. The phone's on the whole time. No, it isn't. You turn it down. Oh. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Hello, Michelle. It's me, Craig Cobb.
Who?
It's me, Craig Cobb.
How you doing?
I was doing good. I can't tell if you're trying to dodge around the issue or if you're generally not understanding me here. Somebody in your audience, they asked you about, did you ever see proof that Lumi actually existed, like maybe a birth record or a news article or something? And you said yes, but when I asked you what specifically that proof was, I feel like you're kind of dodging around the issue here.
Here, look at this record. First of all, Lumi is not my name from Finland, okay? I mean, the Lumi part is, but the Finistra is Michelle added that on later on. It means window of enlightenment. So what it comes down to is what you asked is she still on the phone? I think he's still on the phone, yeah. Okay. What it means
yes,
is...
I'm still on the phone.
Here's how you find the information that Lumi's talking about. Okay? You go back to the records of 1835 was when she was born, as a birth record. Okay? She was born in Kamppi, Finland. Kamppi, Finland. In 1835, her name is Lumi Ann. That is her real first name. You can find it there. Her father...
Okay, and when is it that you found these records?
Actually, my friend found the record some time ago, but she passed away.
Okay, and what friend is...
Well, Tony Fairclough found Lumi's file. She was looking for it. I haven't actually afforded to waste my time because I can't speak Finnish to look it up.
Okay, so you yourself, you haven't actually seen proof. You had a friend who claimed that they found this file.
Just what Mother and Father God has told me. That's all the information I have.
Right, but Mother and Father God also told you that you had powers, and that was proven to be false. And then also, we were all led, I mean, this is still pretty much up for debate until you and your mother hash it out. We were led to believe that you were a hermaphrodite, but everybody in your family is claiming that you're actually just a trans male. So it gets, you know, what's the real truth here?
If you're talking about a trans woman, Michelle sure the fuck isn't. No.
No, a trans male. A trans man. A trans man. Your mother claimed you were born a male, you've been a male your whole life, and then I believe she said it was around 2008, 2009 you started to transition to Michelle.
No, I was way before that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying what
I'm also trying to answer your questions right now because I'm being honest about it, because I had genetic testing done when I was living in Storrs, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
And I determined
and by any chance, do
that
you
because
have
of my
the
biology
files?
and more hormones are female hormones. And then finally, a couple years later, I asked my medical doctor if he could update my birth certificate, and he did.
Okay. And do you have those documents?
Yes, I still have those documents.
I mean, it would really kind of, put all doubt to question if you provided the documents. As well as looking into Lumi and Finestra.
As far as the Lumi documents, I can't tell you anything about what the documents, because Tony Fairclough died a couple years ago.
Well, what if it turns out after an investigation is done and a census is looked at, and that there was no Lumi and Finestra in Finland?
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me answer some of these other. Okay, some of the people ask the question. Do I take hormones? No. I already explained that to Ruben. Okay? And as far as do I have any male genitalia, it's extremely small. It's about the size of the tip of my thumb. It's less than 2 centimeters long. You can't even do anything with that.
Okay.
It doesn't even get hard. It doesn't.
Okay, I'm not looking to get. Oh God, I'm not looking to get that personal with you, Michelle. Just let's keep the clothes on, okay? I'm just saying that it would really help your case if you provided the records. And then, as far as Lumi, I believe, obviously, as a community, we're going to have to launch an.
Have you ever watched a video on the gender tag?
Yes, Michelle, I've seen the gender tag video, but what I'm saying is I'm letting you know that more than likely as a community we are going to have to launch an investigation into whether Lumi and Finestra.
Boy, you sure got a lot of time on your hands, don't you? Jesus Christ, yeah.
Well, does that bother you that people would be investigating whether Lumi exists or not? That shouldn't bother you. Like you said, she exists. You've seen the proof. So it shouldn't be a problem. Easy peasy. We'll look it up and there should be, right? I'm certain that we won't find that she never existed.
It seems like all these so-called investigations looks like you have an infinite amount of time on your hands to waste your time over the most silliest things right now.
You know, the funny thing is, Michelle, is unlike you, I actually have a full-time fucking job and a family to support. And yeah, I know it's odd. This is what I do in my spare time. It's insane what a normal human being can get done in a short period of time, isn't it?
But you never answered my one question: is why you think I'm so worth following, or Lumi so worth following? And right now, we're just basically.
Oh, Michelle, there is only one MicheleMarieDalene in existence. That's why. Because you are 1 in a fucking billion. And I love it.
To answer our
Alright, but anyways, Michelle, I do have to run before this thing starts. I'm not trying to be hostile to you. I'm just letting you know, as I always do when I do make my move. I'm just letting you know that there's going to be an investigation.
Where the hell did you ever get the idea that I was running a cat sanctuary? That's the part that you...
Oh, Michelle, that was just a joke. That was just a joke. I just made the ad as a joke, and I did not mean to send that particular ad, so I'm so sorry about that. And I will be getting that taken care of as soon as I can.
Right now is that basically killed the whole night right there, just trying to deal with that. And I mean, these people weren't listening to a damn thing I told them. I kept trying to tell them I'm not taking any more cats.
I'm so sorry, Michelle. I'm so sorry. But I will definitely get that taken care of. Anyways, I do have to run, so you have yourself a wonderful night, okay?
All right, you have a nice day, too.
Oh, and by the way, I do wish you best of luck with the love quest. I think you should do the right thing and reach out.
Well, I talk to this lady almost every day at the SIP kitchen, so she's been...
Michelle, it sounds like you two were meant to be together. It really does.
Well,
I get chills. I literally get chills when you talk about her.
But right now, we're just friends. We're not We haven't even talked about anything else than just being friends. You know.
Well, maybe you should be the first one to make the move.
Well, I mean, she's the one who's giving me googly eyes too, so it's not like it's like I know what she's thinking.
Exactly, Michelle. You know, you can feel it. A human can feel it when you get into googly eyes. You know. She might not be saying it, but you know what she's saying. Trust your intuition.
All right, I got reading somebody's comments here.
All right, I gotta run anyways. Have a good one, Michelle.
Okay, do you want to answer any of these questions right now? Do you have friends that could take the cats? What? No, I don't. In fact, I couldn't even find the friends that taken Dusty, and I was looking for a person to take in Dusty. I got stuck with Dusty because Sue moved out, and she couldn't take on the third cat. So she said since he was a local stray cat anyway, she asked me if I could take in Dusty. I said, fine, I'll take in Dusty, but I said I still got to find him a home, because my lease technically says I can only have 2 cats. Then Dory, which didn't have a home for her cat, brought her cat over. It says I ended up with 4 cats. Do you have any friends? Okay. She's already got a whole bunch of cats of her own and a dog. A couple of dogs, too. She says she wants to move back closer to Winston from Torrington because she wants to be closer to her family. So she asked me if I had any leads for apartments in the Winston area, and I didn't. In fact, here's the irony. This apartment used to be her apartment when she left here. And then I moved in here a couple of months later. It's true. Let's see. Let's see, what else we got here? Is it a clit? Yes. Okay, I answered already, but I know Ruben says hi, Kathy. Michelle, you're super interesting. Well, thank you. Let's see. Do you have any friends that could take in the cat's answers? No. What does mother and father say about her? I actually haven't really asked them. Maybe a potential lover wants in cat's answers. No. Oh, rats. Okay. Yeah, well, unfortunately, she's got a full set of cats of her own. She's got 5 cats, and she's also got a dog too. How many dogs does she have? I think she has one? I think she has 1. Dora hasn't been stealing from me. Okay. I asked her about if she would be interested in sharing an apartment. She said to me that she'd really rather have a place for herself and her cats and her dog, because she's pretty much a homebody herself. She pretty much stays to herself also. TNCC, you sound like a happy and satisfied individual. Oh. Well, like I said, so I kind of did ask her about, because when she asked me about the apartments, I said, would you be willing to go split the rent? Because eventually I'm going to want to relocate myself. She said to me nicely, she said, oh no, sorry Michelle, she said, I just kind of like to stay by myself. I'm not really into roommates. The girl that I like has 5 cats and a dog. She said, take it easy, because, like I said, I've known this girl for over 10 years, and she's really got a good head on her shoulders. She's very smart, very articulate. She's very nice. But I don't, and like I said, I did ask her if she ever wanted to have a roommate, and she said she wasn't interested, so I guess you can kind of say I was trying to stick a scotcher into the crack, if you know what I'm saying. Hold on a minute. Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yeah, well, this is Jim Bob looking to see what time y'all start taking the cats in the morning.
I'm not taking cats.
Are you sure? Is this the right...
Oh, I know I'm sure. Trust me. I'm not taking in cats.
Okay. Are you guys all full up, or what's the deal on that? Because y'all got advertisements just started running here.
I never put any advertising out. The individual that did said he didn't mean to put it out on the national advertising.
Oh, no kidding.
So...
Well, darn shucks, ain't that something? Oh, man.
I don't know. So, like I said, I'm not taking the cats. Besides, where are you calling from anyway?
Well, I'm from Austin.
Well, first of
In
all, I live all the way
area.
I live all the way in Connecticut. So how good is that going to do me to take cats all the way from Austin?
Oh, you're not kidding. You live in Connecticut?
Yeah, I'm in Connecticut.
Well, dog, geez, ain't that something?
That's just it. No one seemed to understand that. Whoever put the ad out did not tell them that I live in Connecticut.
Well, geez, I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Okay. So
I don't mean to bother you. Well, you know what, Miss, you're probably going to want to call the radio station there, but I'm going to let you go then, all right?
Well, the person that ran the ad said he would try to straighten out that mess.
All right then. You have yourself a good night, Miss. I hope you don't get too many calls about them cats.
Well, no, can't take any more cats, and sorry.
Right. Okay, well, you have a good night, Miss.
Yep, bye-bye. Now, as far as, she says, like I said, Ruben, she said take it easy and take it slow, because this woman has, I think she's got her own wondering of what she's supposed to be doing, too. The way she looks at me, it's like she's kind of trying to figure out what she's supposed to say. So right now we're just friends. Where did you and Lumi first meet each other? When Michelle was 3 years old. I was originally her spirit guide. I didn't realize you had a new love interest. Oh, okay, well, I just decided to divulge it tonight. I didn't talk about it before. Okay, so I have to go. Happy to hunt night, everyone's here on. Okay. We'll probably talk to you in email sometime. You're gonna need to call Peter about taking that damn ad down. It's not Peter that's running the ad. And, TNCC said he would deal with that because he was the one who put it up there. When did you... Okay. I bet she wants to taste of Michelle. Are you Roman Catholic? Yes, and so is she, by the way. Possibly love interest, well, rooting around. About time she got some better types in her life than Dory and Ed. Well, this girl is definitely better than Dory. And she's not into alcohol, so she's sober, and so that's definitely true. But she's kind of the neighborhood busybody, which unfortunately is one thing that could make things a little more problematic too. Oh, I was planning on going, and I gotta go first to the confessional. So the question is... Well, the point is that someone needs... TNCC needs to take care of that. So the answer to your question is, yeah, I gotta go I was gonna go to the Saturday night vigil mass. And I gotta go do confession because I haven't gone in over 5 years, so I'd have to get that out of my hair first before I could even take communion. And it's been so long, I don't even know if I can even remember all the steps. Well, the confession hasn't changed. No, confession hasn't changed. I'm going for spiritual reasons, Ruben, not necessarily social reasons. If I go to Mass, it's going to be for spiritual reasons. I pay respect to my brother, for one thing. What else? What if she doesn't... Well, that's always theoretically a possibility. As I said, me and this lady have always been friends, and I don't want to, get her upset. But I did ask her, since she said to me she wanted to move back to Winston, and I said, well, I was thinking about relocating myself. I said, would you like to split the rent and someone would get a nicer place? And she said, I'd like to pretty much live by myself. Well, that's all I can say right now. I mean, I remember when I was in Willimantic, the St. Joe's Church in Willimantic had a reception. Sometimes after the Mass, we would have a reception with coffee and sometimes pastries after church. We would all kind of get together on occasion, and there was one after Easter. I never heard of it either. But I can tell you one thing is that I'm going to have to review the 2011 Missal because it's changed a lot from the 1973 Lefebvre version. Not Lefebvre, the original 1973 Nove Ordo Mass is completely different than the 2011 version, which follows closer to the Missa Romanium, but I really don't. I have a hard time with some of the expressions that were used in that Mass. Like, for example, and when at the end of the Mass, and the priest says, go in peace, and then the congregation says, and with your spirit, and you with your spirit, which is closer to the original Latin translation, but it's, when you say it, it's like, that's why original translation said, and also with you, and, but I lift up the spirit, so, things like that. But the part that says, Lord, I'm not worthy to receive you, but I always say the word and I shall be healed. That's the version from 1973. The other translation, the new one is, Lord, I'm not worthy to have you under my roof, but I only say the word and I shall be healed. So, because originally, when the centurion came to Jesus to heal his daughter, that's actually what he said. Well, they didn't actually produce an official new Missal, at least not the church. You just got this little brochure with some of the changes in it, which totally confuses me. So I printed out the new Mass. I've got a copy of it on paper here. I've been reading it to understand all the entry lines and things because it's different. The original Celebrate Missalette had the Mass for the Nove Ordo for 1973 in it. But they're not using that anymore. So they're using this new Mass. And they don't even have the responsible readings in it. You want to show them? It's on the internet. You can look it up in 2011. Originally, the change was endorsed by Pope Benedict XVI before he gave up his role of Pope, before Pope Francis came in. And it really, really confused a lot of people in 2011. Pope Benedict XVI was a hardcore old school Catholic. He originally was part of the what was it? Which committee was he part of? He was part originally of the Vatican II Council. One of the things is he said that Vatican II in some ways made a mess of things. It would have been maybe easier just to originally have keep the Mass in the original Latin from the beginning, using the Tridentine Mass instead of trying to turn the English Mass into something that sounds like a twisted word for word translation into Latin or English. Ed can't take a few cats. He lives all the way in Florida in Tampa. He's already got a stray cat down there of his own. He found another stray cat that likes him. Yeah, that's true. There probably will be a lot of people who have fallen away from Mass. But for the most part, most of the people in Winston, most of the Catholics in Winston are pretty devout. There's a very strong Catholic community in Winston. But yeah, some family members just come in just for weddings, Easter, and funerals. But I think the hardest thing is sometimes is because the loudspeaker doesn't work right. Sometimes I have a hard time hearing what songs to sing in the hymnal. Because we have two different hymnals we use. You can't FedEx cats. No. To God, no. Well, anyway. It's getting late. It's 9:45. And as far as I know, the live stream is working okay. And so TNCC is going to have to straighten out that thing about the cats, because that's one reason why when you start giving out phone numbers to crank callers, sometimes the real callers get confused between the crank callers. And that's the reason why sometimes it makes it harder. I'm sure some of the people may have been legitimate, and those legitimate people probably never got a chance to really understand where I'm going, since they were talking about Austin, Texas. First of all, Austin, Texas. I don't live in Austin, Texas. I live in Winston, Connecticut. So, you know, that's a real problem. Yeah, it's time for me to wrap it up too, guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Do me a favor. Okay, so switch this back over to me so we can see me before I close up here. Yep, there we go. Dissolve. Okay, so here we go. We had a fairly good night. I'm not going to say it was stellar. It wasn't bad. There's a lot of things that were going on tonight with the cat things, especially was really irritating. Because I don't know who went ahead and did all this. TNCC said he claimed responsibility for some of this, and so he's going to have to straighten that mess out. It's not like anything I can do. And we have our live stream on Wednesday, and so I'm gonna pretty much get ready to wrap it up for now. But so keep watching my videos, guys. If you have any questions after this live stream is over, you can ask them in the comment section. Plus, if you are using an Android or the iOS app, you can, or even on the desktop, you can watch the replay of the chats. So if there's anything that you did not understand, or some of the questions that are coming up, you can check out the chats and see when I answer the questions if you have a hard time finding them. But for right now, I will let everybody know what's going on with the computer thing, because I have no idea, as I said, what is going to go on with the computer, because I have no idea what my plans are. I don't know, because of the Dory situation. And given the situation with this current landlord and the fact that he is not keeping up with the repairs, there is a chance, again, like 2015, that I might be migrating out of here and going somewhere else. And that's a concern. So I don't know what the plans are for that. But for right now, I'll see you guys on the vlogs. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.